Here is another original effect I thought I would share with you today. You just need the ace through queen of any of the four suits. Okay. Now, I did perform a similar looking video fairly recently involving 8 cards. So if you haven't seen that one, it might be worth seeing that. Let's see, how would you like these stacked? Right on left? Okay. Okay. A note to you as a performer, you can perform as many left-right shuffles as you like, random stacking decided by the spectator. So here is some additional mixing you can do if you're not too messy. 3 piles, okay, and the spectator is free to choose left to right or right to left for the stacking. Okay, you can do one of those or several. Oh, by the way, don't necessarily do all of this mixing. Okay, so you can do any of these in any quantity in any order. Okay, so just choose a couple of them or something. Okay, how would you like these stacked? Top row on bottom or top on bottom? What about now? Left on right? Okay, so you can do one of those or several. You can do an even or odd up jog. So I'm jogging forward the even position cards, strip them out, randomly stack according to the spectator's request. And then the final one we can choose from is something called a Pharaoh shuffle. Here you just spread out the cards, break them exactly in half, which would be 6 and 6, and then you just perfectly interlace the cards. Okay, so you can do one of these or 4 of these if you like, whatever number the spectator asks for. Okay, now to finish, all we're going to do is deal out the cards into 3 piles, like this. Okay, 3 piles, not staying centered very well. Okay, and then for each of these, let me just move these down here for just a moment. And then for each of these, we're going to Klondike a pair there and a pair here, just like that. This one, same thing. Klondike a pair here and one there. And then Klondike a pair here and one there. Okay. And so for each row, the spectator's free to choose either pair as theirs. So let's say they choose this one as their pair, and then maybe this one is their pair, and then maybe they want this one for their pair as well from this 3rd row. Okay, so that leaves you the remaining pairs with which to try to pull off some magic here. Okay, so before the spectator looks at their cards, what you do is pick up your cards, and now you're going to have your cards whisper in your ear information about their cards. Okay? Now sometimes the messages that come from the beyond speak in generalities and not in great detail. Okay? So let's just see what the cards whisper to me here. Okay, so what they're whispering to me here is that these 2 cards add up to 21. That's what it tells me. Okay, so make a note of that. We're thinking this adds up to 21. These are my cards here. I'll have them whisper in my ear. Okay, they're telling me that your cards, in fact, maybe I should move mine out of the way now. Your cards here add up to 13. Okay, so I think we have 21, 13, and then this is my little pile. Hold it up. I believe your cards add up to 5. Okay, let's take a look. 21, 13, 5. Were my pairs able to reveal information about yours? Oh, let's see. 9 plus 12 is 21. We said this would be 13. Oh, it is indeed. It's a 7 and a 6. And then what did we say for this one? I think it was 5, right? 3 and 2 is 5. That is amazing. Okay, so how does this work? Well, it's kind of a generalization of the one I did with 8 cards. Okay, so it's a little different just because you have more cards and you're working with different numbers of piles and things. Okay, so this is what you need to do, and I'll give you the secret that will allow you to finish in the way that I finished. Okay, so you just begin with ace through queen, as I had, okay? And then you just explain, well, since we saw the cards, why don't we deal out the cards? and allow you to, dictate how things are done here. You want right on left? Okay. And it really is the case that you can do as many of those as the spectator would like. You can also deal out into 3 piles here. Now, what we're using here is the stay stack principle, and I can add a link in the description below to the stay stack principle. So for each divisor of the packet size, you can deal out the cards into that many piles with kind of stacking from left to right or right to left. Okay, here we can actually stack bottom on top or top on bottom with random stacking, like right on left or left on right. I did an up jog, and then I did a pharaoh. Okay, I may not do all of these here. Okay, but you can do some of these as many times as you like, depending on the spectator. Okay, so here's the grand secret here. So I'm going to deal out the cards. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the packet of 8 cards. We deal into 2. Here for 12, we deal into 3 piles. Okay, that's important to remember that. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay, so the key is we want piles of 4 cards at this stage. And if you have 8 total and you deal into 2, you have 4, right? Okay, so that's what we want. We want 4 cards in each, okay? And now what you do with each of these is you Klondike a pair on the left, leave the other cards on the right. Klondike a pair on the left, the others on the right. Klondike a pair on the left, left, the other on the right. Okay, so here's the grand secret here, and I won't go through the mathematics. I just don't want these videos any longer than they need to be for you to perform things. And you can explore the mathematics yourself by just having the cards face up. But here's the great secret. The sum of the pairs of cards here will be the same. So whatever these 2 cards add up to, these 2 cards will add up to that. Let me just show you here. So a queen and a 4 add to 16. 6 and a 10 add to 16. Why don't we do this one down here? 8 and a 5 add to 13. 2 and a jack, which is an 11, add to 13. And then 3 and 7 add to 10. And then a 9 and an ace add to 10. Okay, so our cards can tell us what the sum of their cards are within each pair. Okay, and it is true that depending on the pair that you're looking at, if there's only one other way to get that sum of a certain sum, then you could actually state the exact values if you wanted. But what you know for sure is that the sums will match within each of these rows here. Okay, so thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.